Viewers, in today's video, we will talk about the story of Jacob and Esau. But before that, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It is free to you, but it will help me create more useful tutorials in the future. There was a young man named Isaac with the quiet strength and wisdom passed down from his father, Abraham. His face, though youthful, bore the calm assurance of one who had been raised in the faith of a patriarch. His eyes, deep and thoughtful with a contemplative stillness, who was married to a lady called Rebekah, a woman of grace and beauty. Rebekah had been unable to bear children, a sorrow that weighed on her heart. Isaac, knowing the depth of her pain, was steadfast in his love for her. His faith was a quiet but resolute presence, grounded in the belief that God would answer their longing for a child. He had learned from his father Abraham that prayer was not merely asking, but a submission. Sure enough, God answered Isaac's prayer, and his wife became pregnant, and not just with one baby, but with twins. Rebekah had some feeling. Troubled by the movement of the twins in her womb, she was worried about how they were moving inside her. She prayed to God, and God answered her, saying,
"Your children are very different from one another. One of your children will lead a group of people that is stronger than the other, and the oldest child will serve the younger one."
When the twins were born, the first and oldest boy to be born was named Esau. He is easy to remember because he was red and hairy all over. Right behind him came his younger brother Jacob. Esau and Jacob grow up with distinct personalities. From the moment they were born, their story was full of excitement and surprises. As the twins grew older, their differences became more apparent. Esau was his father Isaac's favorite because of his good hunting skills and loved doing things outside, and Jacob was loved deeply by his mother Rebekah because of his kind nature and quiet demeanor. He liked to stick around home and did things on his own. One day, Jacob had made some of his delicious porridge that everyone liked. When Esau returned from a long hunt, he was very hungry. He saw Jacob cooking a delicious pot of porridge. Esau requested, "Give me some of that porridge, I'm starving." Jacob replied, "First, give me your birthright." The birthright was very important because it meant that Esau, as the firstborn, would receive a larger portion of their father's inheritance and blessings. Esau, overwhelmed by his hunger, agreed without thinking of the consequences. "Yes, already, you can have my birthright, just give me some food before I starve to death." He traded his birthright for a bowl of porridge. He made a decision he couldn't change, and he disappointed God by not seeing the importance of his special gift. This decision would come to haunt him later. As their father Isaac grew old and blind, he prepared to give his oldest and favorite son Esau his blessing before he died. It was time for him to give his blessing to Esau, his firstborn. This blessing was the special promise that God promised to his grandfather Abraham and then to his father Isaac. Isaac has always loved the food that Esau hunted, so he told Esau to go hunt and prepare a special meal for him, and then he would give him the blessing. However, Rebekah overheard Isaac talking to Esau and rushed to tell her favorite son Jacob. Rebekah told Jacob to disguise himself as Esau and receive the blessing from Isaac. She said to Jacob, "Your father is about to give Esau his blessing, and I want you to have it instead. You need to go get 2 of our goats and bring them to me. I will prepare them just the way Isaac likes it. Then you can take it to him, and he will give you the blessing instead." Jacob, disguised as Esau, enters Isaac's tent to receive the blessing. Isaac, though suspicious, is convinced by the disguise and gives Jacob the blessing.
"Hello, Father.
Hello, and who is this?
It is me, Esau."
Esau returns and discovers that Jacob has stolen his blessing. Just as Jacob finished getting the blessing, he thought he heard Esau coming, so Esau entered the tent with the food he had prepared for his father. When Esau discovered that Jacob had taken his blessing, he was furious. He vowed to take revenge on Jacob. Fearing for Jacob's safety, he had to run away so he would be safe. Rebekah sent him to her brother Laban's house far away. Jacob embarked on a long journey. During his journey, Jacob had a dream of a ladder reaching up to heaven with angels ascending and descending on it. In the dream, God promised Jacob that he would watch over him and bless him. Years passed. Jacob, having lived many years with Laban, he prospered. He becomes wealthy with flocks and begins his family. He married, had children, and became very wealthy, but he never forgot his brother Esau. After many years, Jacob prepares to return home and make peace with Esau. Jacob was nervous about meeting Esau again. He sent gifts ahead of him to appease his brother. When Jacob and Esau finally met, Esau ran to Jacob and embraced. They wept and forgave each other.